Hello farmers, and welcome back to Chambergo, taking care of the weeds in this field, and we'll just have one more field to do, and that's the field off to our right for weeds. A worker will be doing that because I need to go off to our two grass fields. They both require some lime, and I'll be using the new JCB to put the lime down those fields. That is a plan to start off today anyways, but yeah, I need to finish off this field first. So yeah, things are looking pretty good here in Chambergo. We don't have a loan here. And even after buying a brand new tractor, we still have $30,000 in the bank account, which is rather nice. But that does not mean I may not take out a loan here in the near future. Eyeing up to buy some more land would not be a bad idea. I think it's field number 24, but I forgot. Have they done anything in field 24? Oh, they have. What did they plant there? I forgot. Oh, yeah, that's right. Soybean. They got soybean in that field. That is something we could definitely do with. Of course, I would just harvest it and then store it and sell it. Let's see, I'm guessing soybean, if I remember correctly, is going to be like midsummer. But we don't harvest soybeans until like October/November. So we'll have to store it for a year. But that's fine. That'd be perfectly fine if we decide to go down that route. We'll have to wait and see. I would like, though, to buy finally the seed drill that I've been leasing for a while because I would like to start be able to plant some canola in the fall as well, so instead of just having cereal crop all the time, which is not bad because obviously our productions are kind of set up for cereal production for making flour and of course to make the bread. That's really what we're doing here, but it's nice to mix things up now and then, and as we get more fields, we can't do every field with cereal crop because as we saw last year, we got way more flour than what we know what to do with it. We'll have the same thing happening this upcoming fall when we do the harvest. I think I got all the weeds killed off in this field. Let me just have a double check here. We'll scroll on over and yep, looks all brown. You can see field number 31. That needs some attention. So let's get our tractor over there and we'll get one of the Franks to work. Should we get the lime spreading done before it gets too dark here in April. It is 4:30 in the afternoon, but I can always slow down time if I need to. Yeah, let's go ahead and get ourselves a worker for this. It's not going to take them too long. We'll do that. Headlands too. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. 6% overlap is fine as well. With the See and Spot weed sprayer, it's only going to spray where the weeds are anyway, so it's not like by doing overlap I'm wasting herbicide. It's not gonna happen, at least it should not happen. It's probably going to take like 9 minutes to do this field. How about 11 minutes, 20 seconds? Alright, so where is my JCB? There's my JCB. The 8290. I know it's the 8000 series. That's probably the number I'll remember. But I probably won't remember it as an 8290. But yeah, we'll jump into this and grab our lime spreader, which is, I do believe, around this corner. I see it. I see it. Can I do change the steering on this? Meaning four-wheel steer? No, I cannot on this one. Oh, yeah, we'll top this off with some lime. Actually, I probably should get the bales off the field. We'll see if they get in the way. If they start really getting in the way, then we'll go ahead and move them. Again, we made some grass bales, wrapped them up, and they'll be silaged next month. I was given a tip by Crystal about maybe there was a grass bale somewhere, and I did another search for that lone grass bale that has become MIA. That was a couple grass cuts ago, and yeah, still have not found it. So I'm not sure exactly where that grass bale went, but it is somewhere. Maybe it went through the map. Who knows? I just want to double check to make sure that we don't have any out-of-date data on our grass fields. And no, they look fine. They definitely look fine. Yeah, pH value in this field is a little bit low. And this field here was showing low as well. So let's go ahead and get them taken care of. And then once these fields are all done, we can move on to May. Like I said, we'll be fertilizing this grass field. We'll sell the silage bales as well. Keep our eye on the sale page and go from there. And we'll see how far we get. We actually might get into a little bit of harvesting today. Because on this map here, I do not do contracts. And we really don't have too much to do other than make sure the sheep are doing fine. Sheep and goats. Which I got to double check on them before we sleep tonight. Because it's been a few days since I've been on the map. So I don't remember the condition. I'm sure they're doing fine on food. But I just want to see if I got any sheep to sell. Alright, let's get around that bale there. Or just... Alright, we'll take it with us, I guess. The JCB can handle that because we got plenty of horsepower in here for the spreader. But it is nice to have the JCB on the farm now, along with the Vultra. It'll allow us to get more work done more efficiently, I do believe. And also, this would be nice to have when... I think when I take the stuff from the sheep and goat pen down to the production building, I'll probably use this tractor here with the dolly trailer to move things back and forth. You are putting lime down, right? It's so dusty I couldn't see if I was actually getting on the ground. Come on, Bale. Get off of there. You can do it. There you go. Just don't roll too far, please. So yeah, we can put the lime down before the grass grows because the lime is done by the soil type and fertilizer is done by the crop type. And since, again with the fertilizer, with precision farming, since the crop is in the harvest stage, if I were to come put fertilizer in the field, it doesn't know what crop type is growing in the field, so it would just put down the max volume of fertilizer as it can, not for the grass type. So when the grass would start to regrow, it would be actually over-fertilized if I did that, which I have done a few times. Probably I've done it on this map, and I'm sure I've done it a few times on Kingley, I'm sure, as well. But this job's just going to take a little bit of a while. I'm going to go back and forth and top off with some lime a few times, I'm sure. But let's go ahead and get this job done, and by the time I finish up these jobs here, like I said, the weeds should all be taken care of as well.
I'm gonna hit the beach in the sunshine, cheap sunglasses looking so right. Hitting the streets in my old man Chevrolet. Looking for a good time and then some. Kick it with my friends in the hot sand. I got a song blasting by the Zac Brown band, yeah. Got a case of cold beer, ain't gonna last long here. I'll pick my friends up at the pier. They're all like kicking it high, kicking it low, making noise like a big truck show. Raising hell is the way to go. Yeah, we're kicking it fast, kicking it slow, bouncing around like a rodeo. Bad girls wanna rock and roll. Yeah, we're kicking it. Getting up early.
Well, a few trips back to the little seed hut to top off with some lime, but we are just about done here, and our worker is done killing off the weeds, so looks like we are just about done with the month of April. If you do happen to catch me driving on the wrong side of the road, well, I do spend a lot of time in Kingley, so I think I found myself already a couple times driving on the left side of the road, not the right side of the road. But luckily, no traffic incidents have happened as of yet. But even if I was driving on the correct side of the road all the time, I'm sure we would have some traffic problems anyways. Now I could upgrade this Bredal spreader, but since currently most of our land is like right next to the farmyard, it's not like I gotta go too far back to get some lime, so definitely want to save up the money for a drill or to be able to buy some land. Again, I think lot number 24, I think that goes for about 320,000. So yeah, I'm a long ways off to be able to buy that. But I have been toying with the fact of maybe selling this field right here. And that would fund about half of field number 24. And the reason why I just would not want this field anymore is just because the steepness of it. It does cause some issues working in the field as often as we do. Grass bales rolling away. My equipment not being able to perform as well because of the steep hills. But not going to get rid of it as of yet, or I may not get rid of it at all. May just hang on to it. Who knows? See how it goes. There's Uncle Walter. He's probably seen the JCB by now, going around the farm quite a bit. All right, let's put this spreader under cover so the lime does not get wet. Although I don't think you want to leave the lime in the back of here because just the moisture in the air alone would probably make it clump up in real life. But when that thing starts to turn, it starts to turn. There we go. So I was kind of curious because someone mentioned it in my Kingley series. There's weeders. I don't think onion planters. So no, I can plant onions on here, I think. Someone said on modded maps, some of the modded maps are playing on, they can't do any of the highland stuff like onions and such. But it looks like we would be able to do so. I mean, the equipment's there. Alright, there you are to pick up the bales in the morning, well, probably midday. And there you are. And yeah, coarse blade. For some reason, when it folds up this thing, it folds it up wrong, and I don't know why. So I can correct this just by unfolding it. At least I did last time. It may tip me over. Alright, well, there we go. And then when I fold it back up, it'll fold it up correctly. I think. So far it's looking good. Alright. I'm just assuming you did kill all the weeds, correct? Let's see if it did so. Weeds, yeah, they're all gone. So no weeds, no weeds, no weeds, no weeds. Grass field, and yeah, soybean field over here, which we would like to buy at some point. Yeah, we'll see how we're doing money-wise when it comes to harvest time. If actually it would be this field right here, correct? That's field number 24 to our... Yes. That's the field that we're looking for. So I'm not going to be able to see too much on information. So it just says no data found. So I can't really see if it's been fertilized. Which for soybean, it does not really need to be anyways. I can't see the pH value. Does not look like it needs to be plowed or anything, right? Because it didn't say that. Let's see here. Weeds. Oh, I got plowing turned off. It does need to be plowed, so that's going to hurt the yield quite a bit. Oh, well. Kind of the saying of beggars can't be choosers, although I'm not really begging for that field, but it'd be nice if it did not need to be plowed. But we got the equipment to do so when needed. So yeah, let's go ahead and check on the sheep and goats, meaning let's teleport up here and let's see how they're doing. So they got a bale in their feed trough, so they should be fine. Looking at the sheep mainly. Any sheep to sell? Not for a couple of months. And I do believe we just brought all the material down not long ago. Yeah, I want to leave the trailer down there because I will be doing the silage bales next month, and this should be fine. Before we go ahead and call it a night, let me check the sale page here and just get myself a reminder. So we got a sugarcane planter, a bale trailer, a potato harvester, and a header, which is none of that stuff we need or what we are looking for. All right, let's get back on home. And yeah, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's go ahead and get to the month of May. Just thinking in my head quickly. Yes, we are good to go. So I did sell the fabric. We might actually have some fabric to have spawned, but I think we'll probably just hang on to it for next year. All right, sale page, what have we got? Well, they really want me to do some root crop stuff, don't they? Now this, I'm hoping that we get an update for this to be able to do onions in the future, but yeah, sale page, nothing that we need. So our fields there should be all good. Let's go ahead and grab our tractor to start the day and fertilize the grass fields, because those silage bales, if I remember correctly, they're going to be a while before they are ready. Where is... Oh, the spreader is going to be over by the other sheds where all the grass equipment into it. I'll probably have to put some fertilizer into it. How much do we have here? A decent amount. Can I get both fields done with it? Possibly. And if I bring up the page here, being grass does not require too much fertilizer, so yeah, you know, kind of a like a light orange to almost a yellowish color is what we're probably going to see, but mostly yellow. Sorry, mostly orange. I'll get my colors correct here in a second, but mostly orange. So yeah, I don't think, again, we're not going to have anything to sell now. The goat cheese is about the only thing we would be selling, but I don't think we're going to be selling that until September. I think September, October, and December, January are the 2 times of the year that we sell that. So yeah, we're a little ways off, but of course, we'll be bringing that material on down to the productions here in May after we sell these silage bales. Let me just have a quick look. They're probably like at, I don't know, high 60%, maybe low 70% fermented. Well, yeah, pretty darn close there, 68% fermented. So yeah, sometime in the early afternoon, those will be ready. And that should bring us in roughly about 60 grand, so that will get us up to 80,000 plus. Yeah, that soybean field, I mean, the field size alone is looking really good. And I would not mind harvesting the soybeans. I mean, those should be ready in October, so I got some time to mill it over if I want to buy that field this year. If I do buy that field, I'm either going to have to sell the grass field, not the one that we're in, but the other one. And with everything else we sell, we should roughly have enough money to buy it, give or take. I may have to take out a small loan. But buying that big of a field for the future of the farm would be very good. Again, I would like to get ourselves a drill so I can plant some canola. Because I definitely don't want to be planting cereal crop in all the fields, because that's just a little bit too much. Although I still could do that and just keep on making flour. And I didn't do it last year. But I could start storing some flour at some point and sell the flour in December. I kind of was told that maybe we should buy the oil mill, but I forgot where the oil mill even is on this map. Because if I start doing canola or maybe even sunflowers, we could make some oil. Because the productions are not that expensive. At least last time I remember, at least at the beginning of the series, they were not. And then I know Chambergo had an update, and they just made it a little bit more expensive to buy those properties. Not that much more. Considering how much factories go for, if you were to place them on down. So let me know in the comments below if you would like to maybe purchase the oil factory, and that way when we do canola and maybe even sunflowers, we can make some oil out of it. Yeah, I got enough fertilizers. Let's just go ahead and jump over to the next field and get that done. Actually, I should be putting the time scale. I think I'll put it at times 10 for right now, because after fertilizing the grass fields, I don't have any more field work to do. It's just a matter of waiting for the bales to ferment and sell those. Make sure I drive on the right side of the road. I should mention, if you're seeing this when it goes live on a Monday, which would be, I have no idea what day of the month it is, but tomorrow we'll be streaming Farming Simmer 25 on Kingley, and we will have an announcement to make. So stay tuned for that. More details tomorrow on the announcement. And also, if you're not watching the Kingley series, another thing I can mention is hopefully at the end of the week, we'll be doing some live stream racing on Project Motor Racing. So if you've been kind of, I've only made a few videos on Project Motor Racing of in-game footage, but I do believe I will be getting early access to that game. So if you're on the fence about that game, stay tuned later in the week for some live streams, and we'll be diving into Project Motor Racing. And hopefully I can showcase the game well enough so you can make up your mind if you want to purchase it or not. Or at least have any interest into it. Watch out for these bales here. Yeah, we're going to have plenty of fertilizer to get this job done. Oh, just like that, I am done. For some reason, I thought I had a little bit more to do. So, but yeah, there we are. We're all set. So grass fields all fertilized. They're all set to go. Should be looking a little bit better for the next harvest in, June. In July is when we'll be doing it. And let's see, 95, 98% out of 100. So, yeah, pretty darn good. Needs rolling? I don't roll. Especially with precision farming, it doesn't add that much of a bonus. It's like, I think in precision farming with rollers, and correct me if I'm wrong here for people that actually do know, but I think it just adds 1% yield. Seems like a lot of work, and I mean, the rollers are not too expensive, but yeah, it just takes a lot of time, and then the wear and tear and diesel fuel just to get 1% extra yield off your fields. It doesn't seem like it's worth it, in my opinion. I'm actually going to park the fertilizer spreader back over here because next time I need it, I'll probably need to top it off with some fertilizer anyways. Alright, so actually what we're going to do, we're going to grab the JCB, and we're going to go pick up the dolly trailer, which is down at the farmer's market, and hitch that onto that. We'll get the bales here in a little while, but I'm going to drive the Zader Crystal Tracker up to the sheep and goat pen, and that's probably where it's going to stay for the most part, and that'll be up there to help feed the animals, and also if I want to use the pallet forks to load up all those lovely pallets up there, which will need to be brought down to the production buildings. So yeah, let me get this all situated, and then I'll probably have to speed up time to get those bales fermented. Alright, tractor, welcome to your new permanent home for the foreseeable future. I got a friend in tow. Got myself a follow me worker to drive the JCB up here with the dolly trailers. I figured, well, I'm bringing these down, so I might as well do it while we're waiting for those bales to ferment. I was actually expecting a lot more pallets up here than what we currently have, but so be it. Thank you, Francine. Appreciate it. I'll put that right there. I will double check on the sheep, but I think they'll be worth like $9.75. I think they go up $25 per month. Yeah, it's $9.75. So another month, we'll have 5 more to sell. All right, let's get this stuff loaded up. Of course, I would like the milk towards the front, but the interesting thing is going to be now with the JCB. I think it's going to be a shorter. It's a lot shorter in length, I would assume, because one, I'm not going to have the front load attacher on there, so it's going to be easier to get in. Plus, I also don't have to wait on the back, so the trailer should get in the trigger a little bit easier. I mean, it'll be nice just to have this tractor up here. That way we don't have to drive it back and forth as often as we were before. But at the same time, that means I'm not going to be using it as much, of course, now with the JCB on the farm. So that's kind of a little bit sad about that. I'm probably going to be using the same Virtuous tractor more than I'll be using this one. See if the other prong can pick that up, and it can, of course. Wow, the pallets are acting very nice today. Of course, I probably shouldn't have said that until I was all the way done. And then, yep, then I go hit that one like I did. I think that milk one just spawned because we're at time scale 10, so it's probably got like 5 liters of milk in it. When I drove past the spinnery, there was no fabric outside, so don't have to think about selling any of that. And this is just spawned, right? Yeah, 72 liters of milk. We'll leave that there. All right, turn the beacons off, and we'll put this into the shed over here. So, yeah, we got plenty of grass bales to go for a while up here. So, when cutting the grass this year, I think we're going to be making it all into silage. So, yeah, that tractor there did 26 miles an hour tops. This one here is going to do 45. So, yeah, making the trips back and forth. Time should be reduced in half. Speaking of time, I'm going to put the time scale at times 60 just to help us get to where we can pick up those silage bales and sell them. And then we should be able to go right into the month of June. Don't think we'll have anything to harvest in June, though, because I planted the barley and wheat in the spring, not the fall. So, yeah, it's going to be July before we get... Oh, wait a minute. I got to remember my shortcut. That road does not get me to where I think it gets me. It's like, I'm not sure if they're growing anything in this... Oh, maybe they are growing something other than weeds. What is this crop? Is that canola? Oh, that's peas. No wonder why I didn't recognize it. I think I've only done peas twice in FS25. Maybe 3 times. Kept looking at that crop and I just couldn't put my finger on what it was. Yeah, having this JCB coming down here feels like I'm riding a bullet. Careful on the curves. Yeah, I'm not sure where the oil mill is on the map. So again, leave comments down below if and when I do. I probably should say when I do start planting canola and probably in the long future, sunflowers. Should we buy the oil mill and produce oil? Obviously, that would just make us a lot more money. I guess it all depends on how much the production is. I'd have to go around the map looking for it, because I don't know where it is. And you can't find it on the available productions to buy, because on this map here, it comes with the land, I suppose. That's why you can't see it. Oh wait, I was getting ready to drop off the milk spinnery. Oh, my mind's not with it. Some would say it never is. So as I drove right through the spawn point, you saw no fabric there currently. So is this actually going to be easier or harder? Can't see it getting harder to get in here, but it's definitely a lot easier to get that in there. Let me just see here. If I go to productions, I don't think it's going to show any productions on the map other than the playground maker. But I know there's a sugar factory and those kind of things. So yeah, those are the ones I bought. Is there one? What factory is this? There must be a factory here of some sorts. Although I'm not sure what it is. There's a sell point. There's a drop-off point here, but it's not showing it on the map. So I may have to go on my test map to see where the oil mill is. I may have to buy land and figure out what it is, but it's only like 31,000. So if this is the oil mill, it might be 31,000. I'm not saying that is the oil mill. What's that 72? 72 was just... is just this little garden, I guess. Lot 87. So yeah, this is the carpentry. But you can see it doesn't show it as a production on the map or one that we can even buy. So yeah, it's kind of weird on this map the way it's done, but that's the way it is. So yeah, I may have to, if you know where the oil, also if you know where the oil production is, let me know. What is this? This is the Cooper. Down here is what? Oh, the canning factory. So there's a canning factory here. Well, it might be an oil mill. Well, yeah, I'll have to see if I get some time in between episodes, unless someone can tell me where it is, and then I can show it off. Next episode, we'll see how much it costs, and then you can maybe give me some more comments on it at that point. I didn't want to come over to here. I want to come over to here. And how are these bales looking? Ah, it says there's silage. All right, let's slow down time. And we'll get back into the JCB. Let's go pick those up and we'll sell them at the farmer's market. And hopefully bring in about 60 grand, which we should. So as we know, we should end up with 14 bales on here. And if one has come up missing, I'm going to start asking questions. Should be 7 in both fields. Alright, so there's those 7. Yeah, I'm very glad I bought this tractor. Something to get around the map at a quicker pace. Again, usually when I have 2 series going, I don't usually like using the same equipment on both maps if I can help it. And I am running this tractor on Kingley, but here it was a good fit because the price range, the speed, and the horsepower met, checked all the boxes for what I'm trying to do here. So that's 10, number 11. 12, 13 and number 14. Okay, let me just go ahead and turn off the autoloader, and they should strap in. That way I'll be able to sell them. Alright, off to the farmer's market. And that'll be the month of May done, just like that. I don't know, every time I see tram lines in a farmer's field, it looks good. But I definitely would not want them in my field. Just the amount of yield that you're kind of losing because of the tram lines. I realize in real life that is something that you're going to need on fields. Alright, so hopefully for just under $60,000 for all this silage. Yeah, 57,000. We will take it. Thank you very much. And actually, JCB. Yep, I'm just going to probably go right over here for now. Alright, half the day's gone by, and now, well, that combine looks rather familiar. I'm not sure if that's ours or not. No, I don't remember. No, because ours was brand new, so it wouldn't have 25 hours on it. It is only 21 months old, but so that's definitely not ours. But let's go ahead and go on home. And yeah, just go ahead and go to sleep. You're fine. You know the sheep and goats are fine. Everything will be taken care of up there. Sounds like hail, which is not what we need. At least it didn't last too long. Oh, there's a tornado going on, so we'll have to check on that. We do have a bale wrapper and a logging trailer and the Evian combine. Boy, where's this tornado? Okay, not nearby, so that's good. Well, I don't see it currently. Oh, wait, is that up by our sheep pen? No, I think the sheep pen is right over there, right? No, that's almost our sheep pen. There's our sheep pen. But the twister is far away from our fields currently. Good. You stay over there. As for our fields, I don't think I have anything that's ready for harvest today. How much damage did we take on the hail? Well, this field here does have some hail damage into it. Actually, it's got quite a bit. Did the NPC's field take any hail damage? So just mine, basically? Don't see any in that field. Don't see any in that field either, or that field. But definitely this field over here took some hail damage. And this is our oats. But yeah, none of our fields are ready for harvest today. So yeah, I can see hail damage in this field here. But the other three fields did escape from that. Let's go up to the sheep and goats and just double check what's going on up here. Drop on down. So the bale that was out here, that is now gone through, but they got their meadow grass. And what do we got here? Yes, we do got 5 sheep, so we'll sell those. So we're up to $86,000 into the bank account. But yeah, let's go over and have another look at this twister over here. Should not cause us any problems for us. How long is the tornado going to stay around? Oh, until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's going to be a moment. Those birds seem to be flying awfully close. I'll take a little bit of a thumbnail here, because why not? Yeah, I was going to say far enough away from our property, I hope. Let's go ahead and fast forward time. Oh, yeah, it's going that general direction. Ooh, I kind of forgot I could time scale up quite a bit in this map where I had it set. Yeah, so it went that general direction. Fine by me. All right, you know what? Let me just go ahead and tab back. Tab back here. Oh, there we go. Oh, the one thing I'm kind of interested in over the weekend on Kingley, I completed the castle. I am wondering, and when I do so, oh yes, I can actually wear the crown on any map. So when you complete building the castle on Kingley, you get yourself a crown. And yeah, you can change your wardrobe to the crown on any map. Not that I want to do so here. My character is pretty much tied to that cowboy hat at this point. So I did speed through most of the day, and nothing new has come on up. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and let's get to the month of July, I suppose. Yeah, my grass fields will be ready to be cut in July, and I think our barley field will be ready also. Rain, rain, rain. Well, there are some shallow cultivators, which I do not need, and a Profi liner, but I don't even have a semi-truck, so all that does not help. Rain until about noon, which is okay, and I assume that this field here is going to be ready for harvest. Am I correct on that? No, but the oat field's ready. So we have oats to harvest, and then, of course, we'll have our 2 grass fields where we will do more grass bales, make into silage. But I guess we'll be doing that next time, so I don't want to get started on that today. I really thought the barley was going to be ready for harvest, but yeah, we got another month to go on that. Let me just run over here and see how the soybean field looks. I wonder if they got weeds or anything growing into it. I don't see weeds growing here, so that's a positive thing. So we'll keep our eye on this field. Yeah, so again, until I do soil sampling, and you can't do soil sampling until you own the field, we know the yield in the field is going to be good. 114%, so that's pretty darn good. Oh, it's actually 350,000 for the field. But yeah, we know the yield's going to be good, but we just don't know what the pH value. Fertilizer for soybeans, don't care. But if it does have too much fertilizer in it, that will knock the yield down some. And we also know it needs to be plowed. But yeah, I don't see any weeds growing into it, so that's fine by me. So we'll see how it goes. The sale page is not really giving us too much to go by. So we'll just have to, wait and see how we are when it comes time. Soybeans are October, November, correct? Lately, I question myself on this stuff. Yes, October, November. So we'll see when we get to October where we currently stand. No more tornadoes, looks like, this year, so that's good. And yeah, we got a little bit of rain this morning, but that'll leave us plenty of time to get those harvested. Anyways, that's where I'm going to wrap up for today. If you're still here, you know the whole routine by now. Thumbs up button, thumbs down button, like, subscribe buttons. Hit the ones you want, basically. And I would appreciate it. Yeah, and also, like I said, let me know your comments below if we should buy the oil mill, and if there is an oil mill on this map, where is it so I can see how much it is. And we'll see if it's worth doing, because at some point, like if we buy field number 24, we'll start planting canola down with the drill that we don't have yet. But at some point we will. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, I'm going to jump out of here. Appreciate you watching all the way through. And yeah, I appreciate you watching like always. And I'll catch you again right here in Chambergo. But until then, have a good one.